What's up, y'all? It's your boy Classic Kev back with another episode. And on today's episode, we're talking credit. And y'all, look, credit really is something that the average American's only gonna use a few times in their life. So most people don't even think about it because really the only time you're really gonna need your credit is when you're buying a house or when you're buying a car. But the problem is for credit is once you realize you need it, if you don't have it figured out, then it's already too late and you could set yourself back years because if you want to buy your first rental property, if your credit's not right, you might not get approved for a loan. So you need to focus on getting your credit right now because when the time comes that you need it, you'll be prepared. So y'all, in this video, I'm gonna go over 3 ways to fix your credit in 30 days fast. And y'all, this video can apply to anybody unless you have like a 850 credit score or something, then this video wouldn't apply for you. But then again, why are you watching a video on how to fix your credit score if you have an 850 credit score? Talking to you, Mom. No, guys, seriously, my mom has perfect credit. She watches all my videos, so thanks, Mom. But y'all, really, my mom, she really did preach to me at a young age to get your credit right and worry about your credit. And like most things my parents said, I didn't listen. But I honestly wish my mom would have had this video because in this video, I'm gonna go over a couple things that my mom could have implemented into me at a young age that would have really helped me boost my credit. All right, y'all, and before I go over the 3 things, I want you to go head over to Credit Karma or Credit Sesame or call a mortgage professional and get your credit pulled so you can kind of see where your credit's currently standing. Also, too, I'm gonna go over how your credit score is determined because you have to understand how your credit score is determined in order to raise it. So, because remember, you have to know thy enemy to defeat thy enemy. All right, y'all, so this is how your score is determined. 35% is determined by your payment history. So guys, pay your bills on time. Now listen, these credit card companies, they design these systems to make you forget this is how they make their money. So let me give you a little pro tip. So since 35% of your score is determined from stuff like paying bills on time, paying your credit card bills on time, here's a pro tip. Go ahead and log into all your credit cards and set up automatically monthly minimum payments. That way, even if you forget to make a payment, the automatic monthly minimum will post automatically. Now, you will have to pay the fee associated, but it won't get reported to the credit bureau. Also, too, that if you do happen to forget, if you pay within 30 days, it doesn't ding your credit. All right, y'all, the next largest way that your credit score is determined is through your utilization rate, and that's just the amount that you're owed on all your credit lines. So for example, if you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit and you ring up $900 on it, well, you're at 90% utilization rate. Ideally, what these credit bureaus want to see is you get your credit utilization rate down to 15 to 30%. So guys, if you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit, try to only use $100 to $300. I get it that they give you this big line of credit, but it's about proven financial responsibility. Like, hey, look, if we trust you with all this money, you're not gonna go just run up the credit card. So guys, 30% of your credit score is determined by the utilization rate of credit that you're using. All right, y'all, so those are the 2 big ones. Those 2 make up about 65% of your score. So I would definitely focus on getting those 2 right, but these next ones are also important. So the next one that makes up about 15% of your score is your credit history. So what your credit history is, how long have you had credit for? How long have you had a home mortgage for? How long have you had your first credit card open for? I wouldn't stress out too much about this one because there's really nothing you can do but time with this one. So my recommendation is as soon as you turn 18, go get your first credit card and start building it. And now as far as how the credit gods determine this one, well, Credit Karma stated that basically in order to have the highest score in this category, you have to have about 9 years of credit history. So y'all, this one just takes time. Just go ahead and start establishing credit. All right, y'all, this next one makes up about 10% of your score. And this is the different credit lines that you have. You see, think of this one as like your credit resume. So basically what the credit guys want to see is how do you handle different lines of credit? And your different lines of credit is gonna be like, like a car loan, a home loan, a credit card. But understand that these different lines of credit, they're not all scored differently. So let me explain. And y'all know this is only 10% of your score, but the credit gods look at your different credit lines. They score them differently. So with a home loan, it's basically an installment line of credit where you're paying a fixed payment. So your car loan is going to be graded differently than your home loan. Then you also have what's called revolving credit lines. These are your credit cards because basically the what you owe is going to change. So these, what I would try to do is establish a home loan, a car loan, and like 2 credit cards if you want to get the max of this 10% weighted of your average of your credit score. All right, y'all, and how you score is determined. The last 10% is the amount of hard inquiries that you make on your credit score. So, or on your credit line. So I know I said to open up a few different credit lines, but that doesn't mean go open a million of them to try to get your credit score up, because you know, with the credit gods, if they see you going out taking different lines of credit, they're gonna look at you as an untrustworthy borrower or not responsible with money. So what you want to do is be very selective when you're taking out a new line of credit. Also think about this, when you're going to get a home loan, understand that, you know, if you're shopping around for rates, if it's within 30 days, you can pull like 5 inquiries and only be dinged once on your credit score. So, and plus it's only 10% of your score, y'all. So just make sure you're not pulling out too many lines of credit, and also make sure that you're not going to pull out any big credit lines right before you go buy a house or something, because that 10% could really ding you and hurt your credit score where you might not qualify for a loan. All right, y'all, now that we know how our score is determined, let's go over the 3 ways to boost your credit score in 30 days. And y'all, number 1 is so easy. I wish I would have done this, and they call it credit piggybacking. So let me use an example. My mother has perfect credit, right? What my mom could have did is added me as an authorized user, right? By adding me as an authorized user, she doesn't have to give me a card or anything, so I can't do any damage with it. By adding me as an authorized user, I'm building credit history. So as long as her credit is good and she's not doing anything to damage her credit, I'm getting an automatic boost to mine. What's cool about this is I don't think there's an age limit. So my mom could have added Baby Classic Kev as an authorized user, and Baby Classic Kev could have been boosting his credit. And as long as she didn't give Baby Classic Kev a credit card, I really couldn't have did any damage. So y'all, so this one, so if you have a family member or something with good credit, or your wife or your husband, go ahead and get them to add you as an authorized user. All right, y'all, number 2's also super easy. And what's great about number 2 is Capital One cannot turn you down for this no matter how bad your credit is. So what it is you go to Capital One, you get what's called a secured credit card. A secure credit card, it acts just like a regular credit card, but here's the difference. You're gonna pay a deposit. So let's say if I go to Capital One, I'm gonna put down, say, $200. I'm gonna receive a secure credit card with a $200 limit. Because what the credit gods are saying, you know, this is for people who are new and are trying to establish credit. So the credit gods are like, well, hey, we don't know you, so we need some collateral if we're gonna give you credit, right? So let me tell you the pro tip for this. So go take, say, $200, get your Capital One secure credit card. Then you're gonna wanna show the credit gods, hey, look, I'm so responsible that I have a $200 limit. Remember I told you, you wanna stay under a 30% utilization rate. So go put $20 of gas on the card and keep doing this, and you're gonna show the credit gods that you are responsible, that you can handle credit. This one is easy, you can do it today, and it will give you a boost to your credit. All right, y'all, number 3, this one might take a little social engineering, but what you're gonna do is this. Let's say you have 3 credit cards with $1,000 limits, and let's say you have $500 on each of these cards. If you have $500 charged on a $1,000 limit card, you're at 50% utilization rate. Remember I told you, you wanna be below 30. So let's say you don't have the money to pay off the $500 on the card. Here's what you do. Call each of these credit card companies and ask them nicely to raise your credit limit, right? So just by raising your credit limit to, say, $2,000, if they do it, now you only owe $500. You owe $500, but you have a $2,000 limit. Just by one phone call, you lower your credit utilization rate. by doing this, if you're able to pull it off, it'll instantly improve your score. So y'all just call, ask nicely. Hey, it's a phone call, it's free to call, and it's not gonna hurt you. And you know, I know a lot of friends that this has worked for, and it helps their credit score. And y'all, let me give you a little pro tip too. If you're watching this video because you're interested in buying real estate, in real estate, your credit's not as important as you think it is. Take a look at this chart that's gonna show you the minimum credit score you need to qualify for these different types of loans. Also too, my credit score is like a 760 or something because honestly, I don't really pay too much attention to my credit because in real estate, if you have a 741 credit score, that's the same as having like an 800. There's really no difference in the type of loan that you're gonna be able to get or your interest rate. So I wish my score was actually a little higher because just in case I slip up, I don't want to fall into that 740 threshold because like I said, if you have a 740 or above, that's like the ceiling. That's the best you can do in terms of real estate loans. And y'all, another thing I would probably recommend is I would probably stay away from these credit repair companies that you pay all kind of crazy money to fix your credit because your credit really is a lot easier to fix than you think. It just is gonna take time. So y'all, go when you're getting home, before you go do anything, go sit down with a mortgage loan officer and they'll be able to guide you. And y'all, listen, in making this video, I actually talked to some of my friends that are loan officers and I kind of collaborated my different strategies with theirs because, you know, that's what they do for a living. They got to make sure their clients have certain credit scores so they can get the best loans. So if you are interested in getting a home loan, feel free to email me and I'll send you over some of the resources that I used in making this video. And as always, y'all, thanks for watching. And if you could, please like, comment, subscribe, you know, do all those things. And I'll see y'all next time.